Hello, hi, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back. Today I'm going to be doing something different. I don't think I've ever done this before. I might have like a while before, but I'm actually going to be doing like a full series review, or at least season 1. I'm going to be doing a season 1 review of Boku no Hero Academia. Yay! I literally just watched this like 2 nights ago, marathoned it all. And if you don't know, I'm actually part of a podcast called the Shoujo-cast. It's on Anime Intensity's channel, and we do it every 2 weeks, every Tuesday 2 weeks. And we actually just, literally just 5 minutes before this, we did a podcast about Boku no Hero Academia, so I will be linking that down below as well. But I just wanted to do a video on my channel where I just kind of discuss it, like a 5-minute video. Hopefully this will be 5 minutes. I don't want to make it too long, where I just discuss it as a whole. So let's do it. So first off, I would like to say I'm reviewing this as a non-manga reader. I haven't read the manga for this yet, but I would like to after watching it. I'm not gonna lie, I started out watching the show. I wasn't actually sure if I was gonna watch it. Well, if I was gonna like it, actually. I wasn't intending on watching it. I watched the first episode and I was like, it's got potential, but it's kind of slow. And I wasn't really sure if I was gonna like it because shonens usually can go either way for me, so I didn't really know how I was gonna feel about it. But I loved it so much. I really, really enjoyed it. It actually had a lot more feels than I thought, and I'm all about the feels. If you have been on my channel for a while, I just really enjoy feels, and I suffer from a lot of feels a lot, but it takes, it has to be good for me to have feels, and this show definitely messed with my emotions, which I was not expecting at all, and it was a pleasant surprise. Oh, I'm totally gonna do the first part spoiler free, and then I'll be starting spoilers now in case you haven't watched it. But overall, I would definitely recommend this show if you haven't already watched it. I definitely recommend it. Even if you're not necessarily into shonen, if you're worried that there's not going to be any feels, well, there are feels, so don't worry about that. I also just think it's a really good story where you definitely get invested with all the characters. The storyline so far isn't the greatest thing ever, and it's not super intriguing or anything, but the characters, you fall in love with each and every character, and you want to know more about the character, because if you don't already know what the show is about, but it's a world where each person has a quirk. Well, I think most people do. I think most people do, but I think there's some people that don't. I don't know. But the main character doesn't actually have a quirk, and he wants to be a hero though, and that's what most people do. They want to be heroes and stuff, because the quirk is pretty much a superpower, and it's pretty much just him going to this superhero school and whatnot. So it's you don't really expect too much to happen, at least at the beginning, and not much did really happen, at least at the beginning. It does go into a lot of amazing fight scenes and whatnot near the end, but overall, I love every single character. Pretty much every single character. I can't really think of any that I don't necessarily like at the moment. There's one guy who I'm annoyed with sometimes, but I'll talk about that later. But I personally got invested in each and every character, and the main character himself, he's a little bit of a crybaby at times, but he's so precious, and you just want to protect him at all costs. So I really, really enjoyed this show. Honestly guys, if you like specialized abilities, if you like superpowers, if you like cute people with cool powers and stuff, this show's for you. Okay, so now we're gonna be talking about spoiler stuff, so if you haven't actually watched it yet, don't watch this part. But yeah, overall, I really like this show. Deku, I love Deku so much. He's a precious baby, and oh man, I was not expecting that with All Might. I knew something was gonna happen with All Might. At the beginning, I knew that he wasn't all that he seemed to be, but I really enjoy All Might. All Might and Deku's relationship, I love. It's great, because Deku doesn't really have a father figure. I don't think, I can't really remember exactly, but he's not present the whole time, so I'm assuming he doesn't have a father figure. And All Might kind of fulfills that role. Deku has literally been looking up to him since he was a little kid, and I feel it's just really amazing to see that they actually do end up having a relationship, and it's this fatherly figure to Deku, and it's really cute and adorable, and that's one of I love their relationship, and if the relationship wasn't like that, I don't think it would be as good, because a lot of it is based on their relationship, right? Because All Might passes his power to Deku, which I think was really, really cool. I wasn't expecting that. I knew Deku was gonna get his power somehow, some way, but like, I didn't think it'd be like that, and I think that was really cool how they did that. I love it. I love it so much to get your quirk from like your old-time hero, like idol, like that is awesome. I love how they did that. I really enjoy everyone's quirks. Like, it's so fun to see everyone's quirks and to see like what they can do. I love Sue. Sue is adorable. She's a little frog. I love her so much. I want to see more of what she can do. Ochako, I love her ability too. It's really cool. And I like how it's kind of limited in the sense that she has to touch something, so it's not just like OP, like, I'm gonna lift everything up to the sky. Like, no, it's cool because, like, there is a limit to it, and, like, she does get sick if she uses it too much, so I think that's cool. Todoroki, love him so much. He's just such a cool character, and his power is so cool. In one hand, he has the ice, in the other hand, he has, like, the heat, and it's really cool because, like, you can destroy with the ice, but then with the heat, you can also melt it, and it's just a really cool. I like how it has like the two contrasting powers together. Kacchan, we'll just take a little pause and talk about Kacchan for a moment. I love Bakugo's and Deku's relationship. Obviously Kacchan has like some serious issues he needs to resolve, and like I think part of it is his admiration and jealousy for Deku, because even before Deku had his power, Deku has always shown heroic like qualities, and I feel like Bakugo is jealous that regardless of whether or not he had a quirk, Deku has always shown these heroic qualities that I think Kacchan actually struggles with. Sorry, I've been switching between the two names. I don't know why I'm doing that, but I just, he has a lot of angst, and while I want to protect Deku because he's like a precious little baby, I also want to protect Kacchan because he's like the emotional, angsty, precious little baby. So I really can't wait to see more of him, and I want to see if he does figure out his issues. The battle between Kacchan and Deku, that one episode, was phenomenal. I loved it so much. It was amazing, and like you can see that like they were both trying to work out some of their issues, and like the ending of that battle was, I was blown away, just like that building. It was amazing. And when Kacchan, like, that realization set in on his face that, like, oh my god, like, Deku, like, he hadn't been underestimating me, like, he honestly, like, it wrecks him every time he uses his quirk, so, like, obviously there's more than Deku just underestimating him. So, I love Kacchan sometimes. Sometimes he's a bit of, like, too much, calm yourself, but, like, I think he needs to be protected as well. Honestly, I can talk about how like every single character in the show is cool in some way or another, but that would take too long. Oh, also Lida, I don't know how to say his name. He was, I like him. Even at the beginning, he was a little like stuck up and stuff, but I was like, I like him. He's just that like nerdy dweeb guy who's just like, he's a good guy, and I love their little friendship, the little trio of them. Love it. But yeah, we start out with the whole Deku finds his powers, gets his powers, trains, which was awesome when he got all his abs and he was all buff and stuff. Looking good. And then he got into the high school UA. What does that stand for? Solid reviewer right here. But he gets in, and then oh, their outfits. Their outfits are really cute. And oh, when Deku takes the outfit that his mom made him, that just broke my heart. And also his mom is adorable, and she is so cute, and I love his mom so much. But we see him go through the exam, which was awesome, and that whole fight with that, well, fight where he defeats that giant robot and he saves Ochako was just very, very, very emotional for me. It was very feelsy for me when he's like, got to save Ochako, and he goes and he does the thing and realizes that his whole body is broken, and Ochako saves him at the end, and ho, yes, and then he makes it in. Oh, we also meet Aizawa, Eraserhead. Love his character, love him so much. He was tough on the kids at the beginning, but like realistically, he's just getting them ready for the world. Like we see later on, like it's good that he's getting them ready. It's good that he weeds out the weak ones, because like look what they had to go up against, you know? Like they think he's being tough and super critical, but like in reality he's just getting them ready, you know? And he doesn't end up expelling anyone, so that's good. But the whole interaction with him and Deku at the beginning I really enjoyed, because I honestly thought he removed his quirk for a minute. I thought he like figured out that All Might had passed it to him and that he removed his quirk, but he didn't, so that was all good. But that smile on his face when he sees what Deku does with the one finger thing, and he's like, this kid, and you're like, yes, yes, he sees potential, yes. But moving on from that, obviously they go through things. All Might's the teacher, cool. Wasn't expecting that either, but awesome. Oh, the whole All Might turning into like this normal, like really skinny, like almost dying looking person. Wasn't expecting that either. I knew something was gonna happen with that, but I love both sides of him. It's great. I love it. I love how they did that complete transformation. It's amazing. But we go on, and then at the end, the ending, couple of episodes, last 2 episodes, was amazing. The whole villains coming in, and we really get to see most of the students showcase their quirks, and like that's where it was getting intense, and that's where I was like, yes, this show is amazing. And like up until then it was still really good, but like the last couple of episodes you're like, yes, this is what I've been waiting for, this is it. Every single fight was awesome. Aizawa like being a Razorhead and being a complete boss, where he's usually just fighting one-on-one and he just goes up against all of them because he wants to like save the kids. I was like, and you see, like he's thinking of you guys, like he does care about you guys. And when 13 almost dies, I was like, what? I thought she did die. Also, when Aizawa almost died, I thought he did die. I thought Nomu straight up chomped off his head, but he didn't. Other things happened. Oh, let's talk about the villains for a second. Nomu, giant beast, awesome. I love how they put shock absorption into him. What a unique thing to think of, you know? Like, it's perfectly capable of combating All Might, but like not in reality, because All Might completely destroyed him, which we'll talk about in a second. Hands guy, I can't remember his name at the moment. He is creepy. He wasn't very impressionable though. At the same time, like his power, even though his power was like very, very scary and like touching crumble up, like that's terrifying, but I kept forgetting what his power was because he's kind of just like there. I'm more concentrated on his hands, but still a very creepy villain. And then Warp Gate guy was annoying, but like still that's pretty cool. Yeah, so we see the students show off their quirks and it was amazing, and each person got a chance to showcase their abilities, which I thought was awesome, especially because there's like a lot of them. Okay, maybe not every single person, but like most of the main ones. We got to see a moment where they showcased their ability. The whole Sue, Mineta, and Deku little battle thing was awesome, and Sue obviously didn't play like a huge role in like attacking, but she did play a role in like saving and like getting them away, which I love. I love her abilities. I want to see more. I want to see her like do some fighting and stuff, but like honestly I'm not sure how much she can do necessarily. Maybe she has some mad fighting skills. I'm like interested to see more. I'm not doubting her ability, I want to see more of what she can do. Mineta was annoying. He annoyed me a lot, but he became useful at the end when he actually did something. And Deku is just so smart. He's used all his knowledge of heroes to like formulate all these different attack plans, and I love him so much because he never stopped himself from believing that he could be a hero, and it's just very inspirational. Oh man, at the end too, when all the pro heroes show up, it's like, yes, this is what I came for. I love quirks. I love specialized abilities. You guys know that if you've watched any of my videos before. I love specialized abilities. And like this show is like perfect for that. So like I was dying when all the pros show up. I was like, yes, yes. The guy, High Noon guy, shooting things, awesome. And then of course the last battle with All Might was just phenomenal. It was amazing, and plus ultra is all I gotta say. Overall, this series, this season at least, was amazing. I can't wait for next season. It's just really got me pumped for it. And oh, that policeman at the end was kind of sketchy, so not sure what he's gonna do, but they ended up defeating the villains for the time being, and obviously we're gonna see more of the villains because they have some plans to kill All Might. But I really enjoyed the show. I love every single character. Deku is a great main character. He really shows like you shouldn't stop believing in what you believe in and what your dreams are, and obviously it's a show and like things worked out in his favor, obviously, but like still he's hasn't had a quirk for most of his life, and that must have been very, very sad. And it was to watch that and to see him have that realization that he doesn't have a quirk and his whole dream in life was ruined, and how he still tried to be a hero anyways. And at first when All Might was like, no, you can't be a hero, when he totally crushed him, that was very sad, but then when All Might was like, yes, you are going to be my successor, that was like, this is the start of something beautiful. Okay, so that's the end of my review. Hope you guys liked it, and if you guys want to see more like series reviews from me, make sure to comment that down below so I know whether or not you guys like it. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. You guys are all amazing, awesome, wonderful people. And yeah, I make a bunch of videos a week, and bye!